Hey guys, it's Andrea with No Bucks Given, and today is a group savings day. Hello, how's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. So sorry for the long. Well, I don't know. Is it considered long? It was about a week, right? It's been a it's been a week since I last recorded, but thank you guys for being here. I hope everyone's doing well. I was MIA because it was my cousin's wedding this weekend. We had family in town, and mom and my youngest sister were here, and so all of my attention was going to spending quality time with them along with my cousins. I saw some cousins that I haven't seen in probably like close to like 5 years, I think, like since the last big family reunion. And then I even saw I saw one friend from like 15 years ago when my cousin and I were like in our, early 20s back in like community college. So like 19, 20, year old us. And so that's where I was at. I did some cash stuffing off camera. It was kind of hard because my mom, she knows that I cash budgets, but she doesn't know that I do YouTube videos. So I did do like cash budgeting of like what she would, I guess, be familiar with seeing me doing. But as far as like tracking my expenses, doing my sinking fund review, haven't been able to do that. So this might be like a little bit of a wonky week until I get myself recuperated. But either way, I'm so glad that you guys are here. I totally missed everybody. I was also kind of like a little MIA in YouTube world. I had like videos that I needed to watch, and I just watched them, but I didn't comment it. And it was really hard between fully paying attention to the videos and being able to leave a good comment, but I still wanted to at least make sure that the watch hours were captured. So I was watching, I just didn't comment. But either way, so happy that you guys are here. If you guys are new, hello, welcome. This is the group savings video that I do once a week. And so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and see how much cash we have to save with today. I have it all messed up. I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A little wonky, it's been a minute, so I'll try to be on my best behavior. But let me know how you guys are doing, how your weekend was. Wedding was beautiful. It was so much fun. I don't think I got any blisters from dancing, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign. But I mean, I'm glad that I didn't get blisters. Might be TMI. Before I get into this, if you watch my last video where I got Happy Mail, where I received Happy Mail from Greta, I completely didn't notice that there was a card with it. It was on the outside of the package. She had sealed it over the bubble mailer, and she had like in, a little exclamation point like, "This is a card." I didn't catch it on video because I did have it reversed so it wouldn't show my or her address. And so I wanted to open my card on camera. All I did was just cut it off. I didn't get to read it or anything, so this is the first time seeing it. Aww, how lovely. It says thank you. Super cute. Ooh, Hallmark. Very fancy. Okay. Andrea, my wonderful friend. Oh. Thank you, Greta. Thank you for your support and love. Please enjoy this gift, Greta. Greta, I loved my binder. I am so excited to use it, and also the post-it notes. Ooh, I'm so excited to share what I want to do with the post-it notes because I did some spending. While family was in town, I paid attention to the budget to a certain extent, but I had fun with my money, so that was fun. But thank you so much, Greta. Super, super excited about that. But yeah, so I did spend some money. That'll be in the next video that I'll be recording after this. But let's get to the savings. So this is the June collab that I have with Hera over at Hera's Life and Journey. And so I think we'll be finishing this up today. I think I have enough to finish this. I have 17 left, and then anything else is just going to go to Hera's challenge. So we'll see how many we can get done today. Hoping that I can, at least finishing off the group savings one. So we will see how lucky we get today. But yeah, let me know how your guys' weekend was. Keep me updated because like I said, it was so weird not being fully, I guess, involved or not really fully being present. But I tried, but it was just so hard because I get to see my mom and my sisters minimum once a year. I think this is the second time that I got to visit and spend time with them. And so, yeah, it's just all the attention went to them. So let's see. I might be a little rusty. What I'll do is I'll first start with the D6. Yeah, we'll start with the D6 and then see what this is going to ask of us today. That is a 4, a sneaky little 4. So let me take out my 1 and I'll bring in a 5. Let me get this updated. I'm gonna probably be so out of whack. I'm gonna try my best to be in frame and all that. So this one's done. So this one should have 18. So 10 that's already in savings, 15, 16, 17, 18. And indeed, this one is done. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so these ones I'm gonna save for another time. So I'm gonna put those to the side. And then let's go with the D4. Let's see how that one is. So let's see what the D4 gives us today. 3, not bad. So 1, 2, and 3. And then let me mark this off. So this one is also done. I'm kind of glad that I was able to get these ones all taken care of at the same time. I didn't want this one to get lost in the binder. So this one should have, let me do some quick math in my head. I can't do it. This one should have 18. So let's see what we have. 10, and that's already in savings, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Nice, 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 nice. Perfect. So that's 2 down, 1 more to go. And this one only needs 4 more. So what I'll do is I will take out the 5, take out the 1. Let me add this in, and so this should have us all taken care of. And I believe this one should be 28, if I can do, no, 24, should be 24. Let's see if I can do math. Should be 24. No, 28. 20 that's already in savings, 25, 26, 27, and 28. So that's done. Okay, guys, if you already haven't done it before, pretty please go and check out Hera's channel over at Hera's Life and Journey. She just hit 700 subscribers and she has a freebie to share. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend going and checking out my girl Hera's channel. Hera, thank you again so much, friend, for doing this collab with me. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. So glad. Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess finish this one off too. We have some money left. How much do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this one off. So this one just needs 2. So 1 and 2, and then we added my 2, and this one should save 14. So I have 10 that's already in savings, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yes, another challenge done. Okay, so I have these ones. I have 4 left. So I have a couple options. I could probably make these all just $1, or I can be wild and see what each of these get to be. I've actually, I don't know, let's see. Okay, I could do, let me make these ones, well, these are the rule, I mean, what are the rules? The rules are there are no rules. How about why is this always so hard for me to decide? While I let my brain figure out what I want to do with these, I will just use this one next. So I will mark off the 3 and the 1, and we will call this one done. So this one's gonna have 4 so far for the summer saves. So I'll be starting off the new challenge from Hera. So yes, thank you again, Hera. So excited for you, friend. Well deserved, well earned on your 700 subscribers. But again, if you haven't checked out Hera's channel, you will not regret it. Okay, now for July, I am so happy to share, if you guys haven't already checked out like the community posts and whatnot, I am in a new collab with Deanna over at Deanna Budgets, and she was so phenomenal in making one heck of a savings challenge. I just have all my stuff all over the place. Like I said, it's been a minute, friends, but let me go ahead and show you guys what we have going on. So this is the Visit Jamaica or Visit Mexico. So this is like, this would be for July and August, because when you see the challenges, you'll know why. So yeah, so Deanna wanted to go with the theme of traveling and visiting Jamaica and sharing about, where she's from, and I was all for it. While I was not born in Mexico, I am Hispanic, and so I thought, well, I like to visit Mexico. I like to vacay in Mexico. Why not? So this is going to be a couple dashboards that you can get from the Savings Challenge. This one is supposed to be like a little insert one. This one was supposed to be a DIY, so if you wanted to, you could do a hole punch it and then use it as your dashboard. Or if you want to use it in an A5, it's slightly bigger than the challenges themselves. So got a couple options. This was the first time that I ever made the size for the binder, so learning experience. I'll know now for going forward that make it just slightly bigger. Or if you guys want to leave me any, your opinions on it, if it needs to be bigger or if you like the size that it is, let me know. Open to suggestions. But either way, when I had made the dashboards or the size of the dashboards, it was the thought that we would, make the dashboard together. And I loved the approach that Deanna went with this. So she's so smart. Where will your adventure take you? Roll a d6. Even number, visit Jamaica. Odd number, visit Mexico. So if you are indecisive of where you want to go, you can just let the dice decide, and then you get to go to one of the two places. So these are the two dashboards. Along with the dashboards, let me show off mine first because I really like Deanna's and I want to spend more time with that one. If you roll a odd number, you get to visit Mexico. And so what I did is I made these like kind of sort of minis. They're kind of interchangeable on what you can do with them. And so I just picked like a few of my favorite things, about culture. And even though I might not necessarily, it's really funny. So let me get into it before I, confuse everybody. So Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. My family has never celebrated Dia de los Muertos until my grandfather had passed. And so what it is that it's one day of the year where we honor the those that have passed, and we make little murals. And so this is just like my first time ever participating in Dia de los Muertos, but like loosely what you do is that it's a big celebration to honor those that have passed. And so this is just a, pretty, I think what is it? It's just like, it's made with carnations or different assortment of flowers. And so some people, or if not, most people go all out with how they go about, showing honor to those that have passed. And so I just thought this was really pretty. And so this is one of them. The other one is the mariachi. So controversial, a little bit of a controversial opinion. I'm not a huge fan of mariachi, but I do love a trio. So the difference between a mariachi and a trio is that the mariachi is that there might be more members. And it's just for me, sometimes it sounds repetitive to me. And with the trio, it's usually just three guitarists, and they're just, singing very calmly, very like, it's acoustic, it's very beautiful, and it just very mellowed out compared to the, vivacious, more excitable mariachi. And so while I don't hate mariachi, I just prefer a trio over mariachi. And so reason the difference that this would not be considered a trio, because there are three gentlemen playing their instruments, is that there's a trumpet player, and usually with the trio it's only with guitars. If anybody can correct me if I am wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty positive that's the difference between a trio and a mariachi. Either way, most people would not be familiar with a trio, and so I went the mariachi instead. So this is a mariachi man. Las Playas de Cancun. So we've been to Cancun a couple of times, and it's fun, it's beautiful, the water is gorgeous, the resorts are beautiful, lots of food, lots of good drinks, so just the pretty beaches of Mexico. If you ever go to one of the resorts or any other places, there's a handful of different coast places that you can go to. Cozumel is one that we've been to a handful of times. We usually used to always hang out in Canamar and in TJ, Tijuana, but some of the other more popular vacation tourist spots is where they have like the most beautiful beaches. And so that's the beaches of Cancun. Margaritas, por favor. So who doesn't like a margarita? That's usually my go-to drink. When I used to be able to drink, I would always enjoy a delicious margarita. So If you haven't already checked out the annual calendar or the 2026 calendar that I had posted not that long ago, there's a different variation of the calendar that you can use to save, and it comes in these kind of mini-ish sizes. And so I think this was the first challenge that I had used that size, and then I just had to wait to release it when Deanna and I were ready to share the savings challenge, the group savings for July and August. But for this one, the way how I'm anticipating on using it is I'm anticipating on using this as like a shut the box. So whenever I do roll an odd number and I get to visit Mexico, I'm just going to play a game of shut the box. I've never played shut the box, so this is going to be the first time, and I'm hoping that it treats me well. It probably won't, but either way, it should save me a lot of money. Or if you don't want to use it as a shut the box, if you save all the numbers at the bottom of the roll, you will save $45. And then an added bonus, the letters are going to be $1. So the couple options are, few options. So that's the going to visit Mexico challenge that I made. And it also comes with a little IOU with a beautiful orange carnation. So that's mine. Now, Deanna went above and beyond. When she was sharing what she was going to make, I was like, yes, queen, go and do the thing. She made it for all 4 coasts of Jamaica. So over here we have the West Coast, the North Coast, the East Coast, and the South Coast. So each of the different locations have their own different variations of challenges and games that you can play. So let's check out what's at the South Coast. Your vacation is running out. You have 1 day left to see all the excursions on the South Coast. You have 6 rolls to unlock each location. Pay $1 for each successful visit. Fail and pay $5 for missing out. Unlock all the locations to become the ultimate traveler. So this might be the last one out of the lineup to do. But what you do is you would just take 3 die and you would just roll. You'd roll at least 6 times to unlock the number. So let me take out another die really quick off camera with one hand. I am talented. I can do it. Okay, so let's see for the YS Falls. I might want to look up what these different locations are because I'm not familiar with any of them. So let's see. I need 4, 3, 5. So I have 6 rolls. So let's see. Just as a trial run. Oh no! Rogue die. Excuse me. Okay, so I have a 1 and a 2, and then what's the other one going to be? A 6. So I would need to roll again, so that's number 1. Let's see what roll number 2 is. Wow. Roll 3. That is a 4 and a 3. So I am on roll number 4, and I just need a 5. So let's see if I get it. Nope. And then this is number 5. Nope. Last one, number 6. Nope. So then what I would do is because I failed to unlock it, I would pay 5. Okay, so that's going to be for the South Coast. The West Coast is roll a d4 die to see which activity to enjoy, save the amount for the activity. Pretty self-explanatory. You just roll the d4 and then you just save the amount for the different location that you get to visit on the West Coast. For the North Coast, choose your mode of transportation. Save $1 for each dash on the road. Save for every location you stop to visit. So this is pretty cute. I like this one. So then if you wanted to, you can, work your way down. But as far as knowing how far you go, you can roll the die. So if I had only 1, I would do that 1 and then just work my way down. So this one's super cute. I've seen these types of challenges before. I've never saved with them before. So I'm excited to try this out. Ooh, and you can pick out your ride. Ooh, I probably would. I might go with the bus. Might as well, but you could meet some funny characters on the bus. So that's the North Coast. The East Coast, rate the activity. Roll a die of choice to see which excursion will get the highest rating. Save $1 per star. Ooh, okay. So with this one, because it is 5 stars, I might just use the D6 for this one and then just go from there. And then, yeah, so you just get to see how, rating, how many stars you want to give the location. So this was Deanna's. So when we were talking about making how long the challenge to be for like the month, we decided because of this awesome challenge that Deanna had made that just make it into 2. So that way we don't have to try and, save all we can in just a short amount of time. If you can do it, please, by all means, go ahead. I cannot. And I think it'd be more fun to take our time with the challenges and get to enjoy them and just, really appreciate all the hard work that Deanna did into making this challenge. So this was Deanna's challenge that she made for Jamaica. And then she also made a pretty IOU with a bird. Deanna, I'm not sure what that bird is, but if you can let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. So that is it for July and August. So if you haven't already checked out Deanna's Ko-fi, I would love, love, love if you can go on and check it out. Also, check out Deanna's channel as well. She just started off her channel and she hit 100 subscribers. I haven't checked to see what the new number is as far as how many subscribers she has, but she will get to 1,000 in no time. Super sweet, very friendly. Love, love, love her videos. And so go please and check out Deanna and her Ko-fi, and then download the challenge, and then hopefully you get to save with us. It'd be super fun to see how everybody does with the challenges. But that is essentially all that I have for today, friends. I again missed everybody so much. It was so weird not recording, but I did appreciate the time that I got to spend with the family. We have 4 challenges done, and so this will be a nice little buffer to go into the next prop swap that I have for next week, and then just kind of go back from where I left off. So thank you guys again for being here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.